The arena is buzzing, the lights are flashing, and WWE fans are holding their breath. Rumors are swirling, social media is exploding, the chatter is deafening. Is Chris Jericho finally back on Monday Night Raw? Did WWE just drop the tease of the year? Here's the truth, and it's far more surprising than the rumors themselves. It all started with a single line from Raw general manager Adam Pearce. He said, "There are also 3 massive championship matches on the card. Who will break down the walls? Welcome back, Wrestling News WWE. And walk out with gold." For most casual viewers, it was just a promo line. But for WWE diehards, that phrase lit a firestorm, breaking down the walls. That's not just any metaphor, it's Chris Jericho's signature, his legendary entrance. The phrase etched into WWE history. Immediately, the rumor mill went into overdrive. Could Jericho be returning to WWE after all these years? And the timing seemed perfect. His AEW contract had reportedly expired on December 31st, 2025. Fans pieced it together like a puzzle, imagining Jericho walking through the Raw curtain with a familiar swagger. His music hitting, the arena erupting. The possibilities were endless. The excitement was palpable. But here's where the story takes a twist that no one saw coming. According to multiple reliable sources, including PW Insider, Jericho was never scheduled to appear. He wasn't in New York City during the Raw broadcast, not even anywhere on the East Coast. In fact, he was in Los Angeles. No curtain call, no surprise. Return, no wall-breaking moment. Think about that for a second. Millions of fans collectively held their breath, screens glowing with anticipation, only to discover the tease was nothing more than a clever misdirection. WWE, as always, had managed to control the narrative, blending pop culture, promotional hype, and fan expectation into one perfectly executed bait and switch. The break down the walls line, it turns out, was actually a nod to Netflix's Stranger Things. Raw's January 5th episode had a Stranger Things themed crossover. The wall referenced was literal the wall to the upside down, not the wall to Jericho's legendary entrance. A subtle, smart pop culture Easter egg disguised as a potential wrestling shock. Still, the fans weren't fooled entirely. Social media lit up with excitement and confusion. Screenshots, hot takes, gifs of Jericho from past WWE moments flooded Twitter. Reddit threads exploded with debates. Was this a tease or just marketing genius? Could Jericho still return later in 2026? Or was this WWE's way of keeping him in the public consciousness without actually committing to return? Jericho himself didn't exactly help quell the speculation. He hasn't appeared on AEW TV since April 2025 and skipped the World's End event on December 31st. During a recent YouTube live stream, when asked about WWE rumors, he smirked and said, "You never know, you never know." A cryptic response, masterfully fueling curiosity without confirming anything. Let's take a step back and analyze why this matters. Chris Jericho is one of the most iconic performers in wrestling history. His presence alone can electrify an audience. A potential return to WWE would be monumental, generating buzz across every platform, pushing pay-per-view buys and reigniting old rivalries in new and exciting ways. Fans aren't just hopping for nostalgia. They want storytelling, drama, and the chaos Jericho always delivers. But WWE also knows how to play the long game. By teasing Jericho without confirming anything, they created a viral moment. Without committing resources or altering storylines, fans speculate, click, comment, and share content endlessly. Engagement skyrockets. It's marketing genius masked as a wrestling tease. And let's be honest, it works every time. The question then becomes, was this fair to the fans or simply brilliant showmanship? Some argue that teasing a return that never happened is cruel, fueling excitement only to snatch it away. Others see it as classic WWE storytelling, the art of keeping the audience guessing, riding the line between reality and scripted entertainment. Let's dive deeper into the numbers. Social media engagement for the January 5th Raw episode spiked dramatically after Adam Pearce's line. Twitter mentions, Reddit threads, and YouTube searches for Chris Jericho Raw return surged within minutes. For WWE, this is a perfect case study in audience manipulation and narrative control. A single line, a single phrase, and the entire fan base is invested, speculating, and creating free promotion. Meanwhile, Jericho's status remains a tantalizing mystery. His AEW contract ended, but there's no clarity about his next move. Will he wait, holding out for the perfect storyline? Will WWE try to lure him back with a major angle in 2026? Or is Jericho planning something completely unexpected, possibly outside the ring, that keeps him in the conversation without ever needing to step foot in a WWE arena again? Fans are split. Some argue a Jericho return would overshadow current WWE storylines, stealing the spotlight from emerging talent. Others contend that a carefully orchestrated Jericho comeback could elevate storylines, creating dream matches that fans have been longing for over the past decade. Now consider this. WWE has history with these teases. Remember when CM Punk was rumored to return countless times, only to see cryptic social media hints and clever wording used to drive speculation. The pattern is clear. WWE knows that a hint of the impossible is far more profitable than certainty. Mystery sells, speculation drives clicks, and engagement skyrockets, but the most interesting aspect isn't just WS marketing, it's the psychology of the fans. Millions invested emotionally in the idea of Jericho returning. Threads dissected every promo, every camera angle, every line. People read between the lines, overanalyzed every word, and when it was revealed that Jericho wasn't even in New York, that disappointment itself became part of the narrative. Fans tweeted, "I can't believe we fell for it." Yet that same excitement keeps them coming back, waiting for the next what if moment. So let's ask the real questions here. Was WWE wrong to play with expectations? Or is this part of the craft that makes professional wrestling so addictive? And for Chris Jericho, what does this mean for his legacy? He's been a master of timing, building anticipation, controlling narratives, and this situation mirrors that mastery perfectly. By not appearing, he still dominates the conversation. In essence, Jericho doesn't need to be on Raw to command attention. He simply has to exist in the possibility. Meanwhile, the Raw episode itself continued with the Stranger Things theme cleverly integrated. Multiple championship matches delivering high-stakes excitement and storylines progressing as scripted. Jericho's absence didn't halt the show, it enhanced the mystery, creating a subplot that existed in whispers, speculation, and social media hype. This also sets the stage for 2026 in WWE. Could Jericho be waiting for the perfect moment, a storyline so epic it justifies his return? Could he align with a rising star, disrupting power dynamics and creating one of the most memorable arcs in recent history? Or could this be a long game, teasing fans intermittently, keeping everyone on their toes while he decides where to go next? It's worth noting that Chris Jericho has always excelled at these mind games. From his debut as a polished, arrogant villain to his later transformations into a fan-favorite icon, Jericho has built a career on controlling narrative, expectations, and timing. Every appearance, every promo, every cryptic comment is calculated. The "you never know" line during his YouTube live stream is textbook Jericho, vague, playful, and perfectly timed to ignite conversation without revealing a single detail. So what does this mean for fans who were caught up in the hype? First, it's a lesson in reading between the lines. Just because a promo hints at a return doesn't mean it's happening. Sometimes it's thematic, sometimes it's clever marketing, and sometimes it's simply WWE having fun with expectations. But second, it keeps the excitement alive. The mystery itself becomes a storyline fueling speculation for weeks, months, and possibly all of 2026. And let's not forget one key factor, the viral effect. By teasing Jericho without a return, WWE created content that dominated headlines, Twitter feeds, and wrestling forums. They didn't need to alter storylines. They didn't need Jericho physically present. Yet the buzz was as real as if he had walked through the curtain. In today's media landscape, that's a master stroke. Now imagine if Jericho does return later this year.